These were pretty big primaries where there were very, very contested races that actually shed a lot of light on kind of the state of the electorate heading into the midterm congressional election. In Pennsylvania, you saw Democratic Senator Arlen Specter, who switched from the Republican Party last year, lose his nomination fight to Joe Sestak. And, Sestak ran as an outsider. He ran as somebody who was not of Washington and cast Arlen Specter as somebody who was very much a Washington insider. In Arkansas, Senator Blanche Lincoln has been fighting a primary opponent from her left. She's a moderate senator who has been in Washington in the Senate since 1998, and the lieutenant governor of that state challenged her in a primary and forced her into a runoff. Come June 8th, the two of them will face off. So, this is a situation in both cases where President Obama backed both Specter and Blanche Lincoln and now finds himself probably a little embarrassed, or at least questioning whether or not he has the political cachet that he used to. In Kentucky, it was actually the Republicans who were a little bit on their heels. The GOP leadership in Washington had really pushed Trey Grayson as their candidate and their preferred Republican nominee, but he faced a really strong challenge from Rand Paul, who is the son of Texas Congressman Ron Paul, who is also backed by the Tea Party establishment. So the Tea Party establishment in Kentucky really made its voice heard and said, we're not going to go with what the establishment Republicans in Washington want. We're going to choose our own guy. So in all three of these cases, you have angry voters rising up and saying, we're not going to listen to people who've served in Washington for a long time. We're not going to listen to what the political bosses in Washington are telling us to do. We're going to have our own mind and do our own thing.